Hello, my name is Christy Corpus, and I'm a physics teacher at Pebble Hills High. You're watching this video so that you can get more information about our London, Paris, Florence, Rome trip on Spring Break 2020. I'll be taking a group of students during our spring break to see all the major cities of Europe, and this is an opportunity for your student to gain not only travel experience, but an education of what the world is like outside of El Paso. We'll be going to Europe for 10 days out of that time, and if you see, you would mark your calendars. We'll be traveling sometime between March 7th and March 20th. The reason we don't have the exact dates confirmed is because we like to travel as a group. And unless our group from Pebble Hills is at least 40 students, then what we do is we meet up with other schools at the airport in London, and we travel together as a group of 40. We'll be traveling together because it keeps our hotel more affordable. It gives us an opportunity to make friends from other schools around the U.S. For example, 2 years ago, I took a group of students on this same trip, and we met up with a school from Missouri, Alabama, and California. And the friendships they made are lasting. But because of that, our tour dates are flexible, March 7th to March 20th. We'll be traveling with EF. If you haven't heard of them, that's Education First. And they have 50 years of experience guiding tours and things like that. They have 500 schools that they work with. And what I love about them is that there are offices in every single country that we'll visit. So I feel safe. There's someone that speaks the local language. There's someone that has access to all of the things that we might need in the event of an emergency. So on that, about safety, when we land in London, we have a tour director that will meet us, and they will be with us 24/7. They stay in the hotel with us in their own, of course, separate room, but they're there, and they speak they speak English, French, and Italian, and their primary job is to see for our safety and for our need. And since they have offices in all of those cities, they have access to everything that we could possibly need. Included in the price of the trip, we also have the Global Travel Protection Plan. So what this would do is it would cover, in case of something happens, some kind of emergency with the embassy or diplomatic relations. If it were canceled, then we would get our money back. In the event that someone gets so ill that they can't go and they're like hospitalized, or there's an accident on the trip, it pays for all of that. If the baggage is lost due to the airlines, it should pay for that. And if for some reason there's a flight delay, the Global Travel Protection Plan will also pay for any extra fees involving that. There are many other schools here in El Paso that are using EF. I know there are a lot of students who go with Montwood. They have a huge group that goes every year. One thing I'd like to encourage parents to keep in mind is that this isn't just a fun trip for the kids. It is fun. It's a lot of fun. But my reason for doing it is to provide an educational opportunity for them. Not just like, okay, we go to these places and we see history in real life. That is huge, though. There's no replacing being able to see the Sistine Chapel in person. You can see a photo of it, and it is beautiful, and you can appreciate it for what it is. But when you stand in the room and you smell the smells and you feel the intense height and magnificence of it, it's a whole different kind of experience. And you're walking down the streets and you see all the different kinds of people, like you really see them. So the students will learn to adapt better. They'll learn to be more curious because they'll be seeing so many different things. And it increases tolerance and respectfulness for other cultures. And in my opinion, it is one of the best forms of educating our students. So let's look at our specific itinerary, where we'll go. We'll land in London. And you can click on the website and you can find the exact itinerary. day by day, moment by moment, the things we'll see. But we'll land in London, we'll meet our tour director, and we will hit the ground running. We will take a walking tour of London, and we'll eat somewhere where we'll have local cuisine, and then we'll spend a couple days looking at the various things in London, like Big Ben, Tower of London, and then we'll take a fast train to Paris, super fast train that goes under the English Channel. So amazing. For science nerds, it's something awesome, which I'm one of those. And then we'll be in Paris. We can see the Eiffel Tower. We'll discuss whether or not we'll have time to go at the top, or we want to make time, or whatever. We'll see the Arc de Triomphe. We will walk down Champs-Élysées. We possibly will take an excursion to the Palace of Versailles. That depends on who signs up and what we end up deciding. Then we will take a night train to Florence, an overnight train where we'll sleep in the trains, and it's a really fun experience. And we'll travel through the Alps, and we will arrive in Florence in the morning. We will see the Duomo, which is this curved building there, and we'll see the beauty of Florence. Many of my students last year said that surprisingly Florence was their favorite part. And then we will arrive in Rome. We'll take a bus to Rome from Florence. We'll explore Vatican City. You can get the Pope to bless some rosaries and such if you're Catholic and you grew up that way, or we can enjoy all of the ancient Rome. We'll see the Colosseum, all of the ruins, things like that. We'll see the Roman Forum, where they dug up so much ancient history. And every night we'll enjoy local food. That's part of it. So what all is included in the trip? Round trip airfare. We will have safe quality hotels, 24/7 bilingual tour director, on-tour transportation. Everywhere we go, we're learning something. Someone's educating us. The tours are guided by a local guide or our tour director. You get a donation page, you get a travel backpack, and the global travel protection plan. Additional expenses on top of the total would include any passports or visas that you would need to get. If you want to take extra baggage, although I highly recommend not, so lunches and snacks, that is kind of a bigger expense, because lunch is our free time, and so that would be an opportunity for the kids to get to go and see and do what they want within groups, and I'll talk to you more about that detail as we get closer. Any spending money they would want, or souvenir money, that would be up to you about the price, and we can talk about that in more detail in the future, but that is not included in it. And then finally, the tips. It is customary to tip the bus driver and the tour director, and that adds up to about $10 a day for travelers, and maybe we can do a fundraiser or something for that as we get closer. Okay, so what's the total? The grand total is $3,825, and that's starting now. As we get closer to it, the price will go up because the airfare and such goes up. You can sign up for monthly payments. You could sign up to get it automatically deducted, or you can sign up to just pay when you want what you want. Many people use their tax return or some birthday money or Christmas money or something like that. Do fundraisers on their own, and I can talk to you about that if you want to be working on that. I highly encourage signing up before the summer, because the kids have an opportunity to earn money over the summer maybe, and they can start contributing towards that. I still have 15 spots available, and unfortunately this enroll tonight with a $95 non-refundable deposit. No, not unfortunately. Fortunately, you should do that. When you enroll, there is a $95 non-refundable deposit. However, there is a discount, and I think it might be past, like it said, there's a free excursion. That's what it is. Expires May 10th, which unfortunately that's already passed now that I'm making this video. But we can talk about discounts and things like that if you're interested and you really need that stuff. Let's talk about it, and we can talk about raising money and things like that. The ways that you can enroll is you can go to eftours.com 221-2524-JU, and you can enroll on there, or you can call this number. Now this is a busy time of year, so there may be a hold. I sure hope you sign up. Thanks for listening.